Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back, or welcome to my first ever video on Dead Center. This is a channel all about MLB The Show and all the fun things about the game. Today we're going to talk about my wish list for MLB The Show 25, specifically for Road to the Show. The next episode we'll go over franchise stuff. Those are my two major game modes. One of my wish list items has already been confirmed. This is recorded after they released Gunnar Henderson, Elly De La Cruz, and Paul Skeens on the cover of MLB The Show 25. But we're going to expand onto it. So yeah, there's that. So the very first thing I had was a better road to the draft and just kind of to like the start of your Road to the Show character. I had highlighted high school baseball, the option to play about 10 to 15 games with a state or, league championship or whatever. Let me build my character through high school. Like say I'm a, mid-round pick. If you perform well as an 18-year-old, you can become like a Gunnar Henderson where you get drafted out of high school. If you get to that point, but maybe you don't get to where you want to be in high school, you have the option to commit to a college and play college baseball. This is how I want to expand the high school landscape even more. Let me commit to a college. Let me say I don't go where I want to go. I can commit to LSU or Ole Miss or Vanderbilt or wherever I want to play baseball for 2 years. Say you just play the College World Series, and then you get drafted after that in the position where you are, and then that's just kind of it. The other thing I'd like to see, if you don't, if we're going that route, let us sign as international free agents like Elly De La Cruz did. I think it's a fun, different twist. It's something new. It's something neat. I think it'd just be something pretty cool to add. It's a lot more depth. You start in a minor league system at the age of 16. I think it's just a cool way. Your pathway to the majors is a little bit longer, sure, but you can get up a little bit younger. Like maybe you're 17 and you're in AAA. Maybe you're making your MLB debut at 18. It's just a fun little thing that you can do. You can add on. I think it'd be fun. I'd like to see more customization towards my player. Give me more hair options. Give me more things for my jersey, Like, let me have 3, 4, 5 chains. Like, let's have some fun with it. I like that you can have the different colors for your armbands, your batting gloves. Add more colors. I'd also like to see more hair. Better jewelry, as I mentioned. I'd love to see some earrings in there too. Like, let me wear earrings if I want to wear earrings, as well as tattoos. Some of the guys in MLB have tattoos. They're on the players who already have the tattoos, like Marcus Stroman. Give it so I can have tattoos on my player. I'd also like to see money mean something. Maybe you can, maybe tattoos cost money in this game or whatever. Or you can buy a house or whatever, and that helps you with training like it does in Madden. I don't know if that's still the case, but it was the case. Or NHL, sorry. Let money mean something in this game. Because once you, signing a contract really means nothing in the grand scheme of things in this game. The money aspect doesn't mean anything. You're just signing to play with a team that you want to play with. Let money mean something in this game. I'd also like to see them expand on the city. If I'm in New York like this character is right now, even though it's not Road to the Show, let that mean something. Let me go and maybe I'm in Times Square for something, or maybe Judge wants to go to Rockefeller, or Soto wants to be, in Times Square, going to the Empire State Building. Let the city that you're in mean something. I'd also like to see when you surpass a milestone, a little bit more of something there. When you hit 600 home runs, give the player some emotion. He just kind of runs the bases, and then he throws the helmet off, and it's the walk-off celebration. It's been that celebration forever. Change it. Let's do something. The game's only on current gen. Let's use the effort of it. Give the player some emotion. Maybe he's screaming and fist pumping, or he's running around Josh Naylor-esque. Let's have it mean something. Let me feel when I surpass a milestone, whether it's 3,000 hits, 600 home runs, maybe it's 60 home runs in a season. Let it mean something. Let me feel what I just did was something important. I'd also like to see better contracts. Contracts are ever so changing in the landscape of baseball. And I'm not talking like we don't need deferred money in Road to the Show, but like give me the option to like, if I sign a 10-year contract, maybe I can opt out after year 8, or like year 5. Also, let me have a no trade clause in there. Like if I don't want to be traded, give me like, you can choose 8, 16, 30, or 29, I guess it would be, for a no trade clause. And each year you can change the teams that are on that no trade list if it's not a full no trade clause. I'd like to see that. Give me the option to front load or back load my contracts, instead of just keeping it static AAV throughout. Like maybe I want to front load the contract, or maybe I want it back loaded so we can get more players in while I'm playing on said team. I'd also like to see better conversations with the agent. Like you talk to your agent once, maybe twice a year. You talk to them at the very, right kind of near the trade deadline. It's kind of in June. And you go, hey, I want to be traded, or no, I don't want to be traded. And then usually nothing really ever transpires out of that. And they talk to you after the trade deadline, like, say, sorry, nothing happened. Then they talk to you again in the offseason. Then that's it. Let me be able to choose when I talk to my agent. Like, say it's in May, I'm like, hey, I want the hell out of here ASAP, or hey, I want to change my position so we can get this guy in. Something like that. And then make it, say I request a trade in my year, like my walk year, and I don't get traded, and then I sign a contract with a new team. Don't have it at the end of the trade deadline be like, hey, sorry, we can get you traded, because then it feels like maybe the game thinks I want to still be traded. I don't want to be traded. I think better actively talking with your agent by giving your player a cell phone, which leads me to another thing. Let the world be immersive. Give me a phone. Let there be social media on there. Let me be able to read MLB news. Like, say Trout just hit his 55th home run of the year and it's like August and everyone's like, whoa, let me be able to see that. Or, hey, this team just made a major trade. Here's what the moves are. This free agent wants this. This free agent just signed this. Like, show me what this is. Like, let me be able to see my free agent class, who's doing what. Let me be able to talk to my teammates or the front office or your agent or your parents or your friends. I'd like to see, because you used to have that. There was social media in like MLB The Show 17. You could talk to everyone and everything. Bring that back. Let it be immersive. Let me build player relationships, which leads me into the next thing. That means something. I want my player relationships to mean something. So say I become best friends. Say I'm on the Reds, and I'm really good friends with Eugenio Suarez, for example. I don't know. We're really good friends with a starting pitcher that's a free agent. Make it, like, say I'm good friends with Corbin Burns and I'm on the Reds. Make it so I can text Corbin Burns if I have that relationship with that guy. Be like, hey, would you ever think about coming to Cincinnati? So make it so like I can recruit players so you get a bit more of a say of like, not a bit more of a say, but like you can help build a roster around you. Be like, hey, I'm in Cincinnati. You should come join me. Or say you're a free agent at the same time. As like, so say Vladdy and Bo, for example, the two big pieces in Toronto that are going to be free agents. Say you have someone like that as well that you debut with, say for this Trey O'Brien character, say that's Jason Dominguez, and you're like, hey, like I'm really looking like I might go here. You should come join me. And then you can have that, so you have that ability to be like, oh, well, my friend's going to this team. I might also want to go to this team. And, like, we can tear it up there and start to build a team there. Let it, like, have the relationship mean something so you can recruit a player. Like, if you have a really good relationship with a guy, make it so it's more likely he's to sign with your team and play with you. It feels more immersive. You feel like the relationships start to mean something instead of just player boost. It's like, hey, player A is more likely to sign with you than player B because of the relationship that you have. I'd also like to see, I mentioned this before, show me what other players are signing for. Like if I'm a shortstop and I'm in the class with like, let's say Bobby Witt, Ellie De La Cruz, and like Gunnar Henderson, and I want to sign similar contracts as them. Maybe I'm not the best one in the class, but I'm the second best in the class, and I want to see kind of an outline. So say Ellie De La Cruz signs like an 11-year, $310 million contract. You have the framework of like, well, if he signs that, I could probably get this amount of money, which then makes the money mean something. There's that. This is kind of like a added one. I'd like to see batting practice come back. Like, I think that would be fun. Like, I miss batting practice. Make it, like, you can even make it so that it's not, like, a mandatory thing. Like, make it so someone has the option to turn it off. Like, I think that would be cool. There's other stuff that you can add more to this, but, like, there's not a lot, like, you could do WBC. I'd like to do, like, that would be cool at some point in the future. You get the WBC in the game mode as well during spring training. I'd also like All-Star Week to kind of feel important. Like, let me hang out with some of the All-Stars. Like, maybe you make your red carpet walk with your sick suit or whatever, you know, like that type of stuff. And then, like, you know, your home run derby, there's like, you know, little video things that like, hey, you're celebrating with this player. Maybe you're the only one on your team that made it, but your friends from other teams have made it, and they're celebrating with you, like Teoscar Hernandez was celebrating with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the home run derby this past year. Stuff like that. Just make it so like player relationships look like they actually mean something, and like they're cool and they do stuff for you. I'd like to see the playoffs mean a little bit more. Like, give me a World Series parade. That'd be sick. Like, just something like that. Other than that, I don't know. Those are kind of like bare bones. There's definitely more you can add, like, broadcast style wise. But, like, this is kind of the basics I'd like to see at some point in MLB The Show. Now that it's on current gen, I think they have the ability to be able to do that more. So, yeah. Also, if this does start in high school, which hopefully it does, maybe there's a high school player that like is on your team that like maybe you two come through the ranks together. Like, that'd be super cool too. But yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just kind of rambling at this point. This is almost a 12-minute video. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment what you want to see with Road to the Show in MLB The Show 25. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are brand new to this channel. If you want to see Trey O'Brien actually in Road to the Show in MLB The Show 25, let me know. I would love to do a Road to the Show series. We're almost at that point where MLB The Show 25 is coming out. We're kind of about a month and a half away, maybe a month and 3/4 away. I'd love to do a Road to the Show series. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you all in the next video where we're doing our franchise wish list. Peace out and goodbye.